I saw you and then you informed me about everything.
I don't believe in government, I don't believe in God, I don't give a fuck about government or politics. But what I see is a human movement happening. You know?
I just want to say this whole thing, globally and internationally, is interesting because we're so used to picking a side, like Republican or Democrat or Coke or Pepsi. And this is actually where we don't have to have a one-way thing with the media where we just get told an opinion. Like, we actually get to fucking discuss and find out other opinions. And that's kind of the dangerous part of it, I think. Like, I don't think we have to, like, say something like, I want more people to, like, argue with me and me argue with them and, like, find out things. Like, that's how I find out things, because I say something and people are like, oh, you're wrong. And I'm like, oh, shit, you're right. So, I mean, yeah, so the experimentation is kind of the dangerous aspect.
I agree with what he kind of had to say. I think that everyone should kind of discuss what their own views are, because then maybe each other can, like, everyone can learn from each other, because I know that I don't know that much about politics, but I'd like to discuss what everyone else has to say so that I can form my own opinion on the views of what's going on in the world.
I'm saying it like as part of STAC. I think that it's great that people want to talk about their opinions, but the General Assembly is used a lot to make decisions and to move forward. And I think it's awesome that maybe we can figure out a space alternative to the General Assembly where people can talk about what they're thinking and how they're feeling. That maybe it could be, you know, whoever wants to join as part of the discussion. I would suggest maybe even we could go through, you know, the 10 demands that Occupy Wall Street has. I mean, we could go through them and people could say what their thoughts are on them, or something along those lines, just to hear where people are at. And I personally would like to see us take the opportunity to recognize that we're that we can all be different, and that it's completely okay as long as we respect one another.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I think that one thing that we really need to try to do more is actually talk to each other one-on-one. And this is not me chiming in